Welcome to another fascinating episode where we dive into the lesser-known corners of America's small-town landscape. While many quaint towns captivate us with their charm and hospitality, some unfortunately fall short, plagued by issues that tarnish their allure. Today, we'll explore the top 10 worst small towns in America. We'll shed light on the challenges they face and the factors that contribute to their undesirable reputations. Before we begin, it's important to note that this list is subjective and based on various factors such as crime rates, economic struggles, infrastructure problems, and overall quality of life. Our aim is not to disparage these communities but rather to raise awareness and encourage positive change where needed. So, let's embark on this journey and uncover the stories behind these troubled small towns. Coming in at number 10 on our list is the small town of Emerson, Nebraska. Nestled in the heart of the state, Emerson might seem like a tranquil slice of Americana at first glance. However, beneath its quaint facade lies a town grappling with economic hardship and a dwindling population. Once a thriving agricultural hub, Emerson has struggled to keep up with the changing times, leaving many residents feeling frustrated and disillusioned. The town's main street, once bustling with local businesses, now stands as a haunting reminder of better days, with numerous vacant storefronts and boarded-up buildings. The lack of employment opportunities has driven many young people away, seeking greener pastures elsewhere, leaving behind an aging population and a shrinking tax base. Compounding the economic woes, Emerson has faced recurring infrastructure issues, with aging water and sewage systems in dire need of repair. Residents have voiced concerns about the quality of drinking water and the potential health risks posed by antiquated infrastructure. Despite these challenges, a sense of resilience lingers among the remaining residents, many of whom are determined to revive their beloved town. Local organizations and community leaders have rallied to attract new businesses and investments, but progress has been slow and arduous. At number 9 on our list is the town of Niagara, New York. Located just a stone's throw away from the majestic Niagara Falls, Niagara should be a prime tourist destination. However, it has unfortunately earned a reputation as one of the worst small towns in America, plagued by a staggering crime rate and economic decline. Niagara's troubles can be traced back to the decline of its once thriving manufacturing industry, which left many residents unemployed and struggling to make ends meet. The town's vacant factories and abandoned buildings have become breeding grounds for illicit activities, contributing to a rise in crime rates that have raised concerns among residents and visitors alike. Despite its proximity to the iconic Niagara Falls, the town itself has struggled to capitalize on the tourism industry, with many visitors opting to stay in nearby cities or passing through without stopping. This lack of economic diversity has made it challenging for Niagara to reinvent itself and attract new businesses and investments. Adding to the town's woes are ongoing issues with infrastructure, including poorly maintained roads, aging water systems, and a lack of public services and amenities. Residents have voiced frustrations over the deteriorating quality of life, with some even considering relocating to escape the town's downward spiral. While efforts have been made to revitalize Niagara, progress has been slow, and the town continues to grapple with its reputation as a high-crime, economically depressed area. Coming in at number 8 is the haunting tale of Centralia, Pennsylvania. Once a thriving coal mining town, Centralia has become a chilling example of the consequences of environmental disasters. In 1962, a fire ignited in the town's underground coal mine, and despite efforts to extinguish it, the blaze continued to rage unchecked for decades. As the fire spread beneath the town's surface, toxic gases began seeping into homes and businesses, posing grave health risks to residents. The situation escalated to the point where the government deemed Centralia uninhabitable and ordered a mass evacuation in the 1980s. Today, Centralia stands as a ghost town, with only a handful of residents stubbornly refusing to leave their homes. The once vibrant streets are now eerily silent, with cracked and buckled roads serving as a stark reminder of the devastating effects of the underground fire. Centralia's plight has become a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of environmental safety and the potential consequences of neglecting such issues. The town's demise has also sparked debates about the responsibility of government authorities and mining companies in preventing and addressing such disasters. While Centralia may be a shadow of its former self, its story serves as a powerful reminder of the fragility of our communities and the need for vigilance in protecting our environments and the well-being of our citizens. At number 7 we have Monroeville, Alabama. This small town gained literary fame as the hometown of acclaimed author Harper Lee, whose classic novel, To Kill a Mockingbird, was set in this very place. However, beyond its literary legacy, Monroeville has earned a reputation as one of the worst small towns in America, plagued by poverty, crime, and a lack of economic opportunities. Despite its historical significance, Monroeville has struggled to attract investment and revitalize its declining economy. The town's main street is a stark contrast to the idyllic setting portrayed in Lee's novel, with boarded-up storefronts and vacant buildings serving as reminders of its economic struggles. Poverty rates in Monroeville are alarmingly high, with a significant portion of the population living below the poverty line. This economic hardship has contributed to a rise in crime, with residents expressing concerns about safety and a lack of adequate law enforcement resources. Adding to the town's woes is a lack of recreational and cultural amenities, leaving many residents, especially young people, feeling isolated and disengaged. This lack of opportunities has led to a brain drain, as many talented individuals seek better prospects elsewhere, further exacerbating the town's economic decline. While local organizations and community leaders have made efforts to revive Monroeville's fortunes, progress has been slow and often met with frustration. The town's struggles serve as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by many small communities in rural America, where economic revival and sustainable development remain elusive goals. Number 6 on our list is Pine Bluff, Arkansas. This small city in the southeastern corner of the state has struggled mightily with economic decline, crime, and urban blight in recent decades. Pine Bluff's troubles can be traced back to the slow erosion of its manufacturing base and the loss of major employers like the Pine Bluff Arsenal. As jobs disappeared, so did residents, leaving behind a dwindling population and abundance of vacant homes and businesses. Today, large swaths of Pine Bluff bear the unmistakable scars of economic hardship. Boarded-up storefronts, dilapidated housing projects, and shuttered factories paint a bleak picture of urban decay. The city's once vibrant downtown area is now just a shell of its former self. Compounding Pine Bluff's woes is a staggeringly high crime rate that has earned it an unfortunate reputation as one of the most dangerous cities in America. Gang violence, drug trafficking, and poverty-fueled crimes have plagued the streets, leaving residents feeling besieged in their own hometown. The city's crumbling infrastructure and lack of resources has made revitalization efforts extremely challenging. From aging roads and utilities to underfunded schools and public services, Pine Bluff has struggled to provide its citizens with essential amenities and quality of life. Despite the myriad obstacles, there are signs of hope as local leaders, community groups, and residents continue fighting to turn things around. But the road ahead for Pine Bluff remains an incredibly difficult one as it tries to overcome decades of disinvestment and urban decline. At number 5 we have Muncie, Indiana. Once a thriving industrial hub, Muncie has experienced a significant economic downturn in recent decades, earning it a spot among the worst small towns in America. The city's struggles can be traced back to the decline of its manufacturing sector, which was once the backbone of its economy. As factories and businesses closed their doors, Muncie was left reeling from the loss of jobs and the subsequent exodus of residents seeking employment elsewhere. The ripple effects of this economic decline were far-reaching, impacting everything from the city's tax base to its infrastructure and public services. Today, Muncie's once bustling downtown area is a shadow of its former self, with boarded-up storefronts and vacant buildings serving as a stark reminder of the city's economic woes. The lack of employment opportunities has also contributed to a rise in poverty rates and associated issues like crime and urban blight. Despite efforts to revitalize the city, progress has been slow, and Muncie's plight serves as a cautionary tale about the lasting impact of deindustrialization on small towns across America. At number 4, we have Pikeville, Kentucky, a town that has long been associated with the region's coal mining industry. However, as the demand for coal has dwindled, Pikeville has struggled to diversify its economy, leaving many residents grappling with unemployment and economic hardship. Pikeville's over-reliance on the coal industry has proven to be a double-edged sword. While the mining boom initially brought prosperity to the town, the subsequent decline has left it reeling from the loss of jobs and a shrinking tax base. The once thriving downtown area now bears the scars of boarded-up businesses and vacant storefronts, a stark reminder of the town's economic struggles. Compounding these challenges is the issue of environmental degradation caused by years of coal mining operations. Concerns over water contamination, air pollution, and the long-term impact on public health have become increasingly prevalent among residents. The town's infrastructure has also suffered, with aging roads and public facilities in dire need of repair. Despite these challenges, a sense of resilience and determination persists among Pikeville's residents. Local organizations and community leaders have made efforts to attract new businesses and diversify the town's economic base, but progress has been slow and often hampered by a lack of resources and investment. Landing at number 3 on our list is Gary, Indiana, a once thriving steel town that has become a haunting symbol of urban decay and economic decline. Situated just outside of Chicago, Gary was once a bustling industrial hub, attracting workers from across the country with the promise of good-paying jobs and a prosperous future. However, as the steel industry contracted and factories began closing their doors, Gary found itself in a downward spiral. The loss of jobs and economic opportunities triggered a mass exodus of residents, leaving behind a dwindling population and a crumbling infrastructure. Today, Gary's streets are lined with abandoned homes, vacant lots, and boarded-up businesses, creating an eerie and desolate landscape. The city's once thriving downtown area has become a virtual ghost town, with few businesses remaining to serve the dwindling population. Compounding Gary's woes is a staggering crime rate, which has earned the city a reputation as one of the most dangerous places in America. Gang violence, drug trafficking, and poverty-related crimes have become all too common, leaving residents feeling unsafe and contributing to a further decline in the city's population. While glimmers of hope persist in Gary, with community organizations and local leaders working tirelessly to revitalize the city, the road to recovery remains long and arduous. Gary's struggles serve as a sobering reminder of the lasting impact of deindustrialization and the importance of sustainable economic development. Coming in at number 2 on our list of the worst small towns in America is East Street. Louis, Illinois, located across the Mississippi River from St. Louis, Missouri, this city has earned a reputation as one of the most troubled and economically depressed communities in the nation. One of the most pressing issues in East Street Louis is its staggeringly high crime rate, which has earned it the unenviable title of being one of the most dangerous cities in the United States. Gang violence, drug trafficking, and poverty-related crimes have plagued the streets, leaving residents feeling unsafe and contributing to a diminished quality of life. Adding to East Street Louis's woes is its struggling economy, with a lack of job opportunities and a crumbling industrial base. Once a thriving manufacturing hub, the city has seen many of its factories and businesses close their doors, leaving a significant portion of the population unemployed or underemployed. The combination of high crime rates and economic hardship has created a vicious cycle, making it challenging for East Street Louis to attract new businesses and investments. This lack of economic development has further exacerbated poverty levels and contributed to a deterioration of the city's infrastructure and public services. While there have been efforts to revitalize East Street Louis, with community organizations, local leaders, and law enforcement agencies working tirelessly to combat crime and promote economic development, the road to recovery remains long and arduous. The city's struggles serve as a stark reminder of the complex socioeconomic issues faced by many urban communities across America. And finally, taking the top spot as the worst small town in America is Camden, New Jersey. This small city, located across the Delaware River from Philadelphia, has earned the unenviable distinction of being the epitome of urban blight and economic despair. Despite its proximity to a major metropolitan area, Camden has struggled to overcome a myriad of socioeconomic challenges that have plagued the community for decades. One of the most pressing issues is its staggeringly high crime rate, which has consistently ranked among the highest in the nation. Gang violence, drug trafficking, and poverty-related crimes have plagued the streets, leaving residents feeling unsafe and contributing to a diminished quality of life. The city's struggles with crime have been exacerbated by a lack of adequate law enforcement resources and a breakdown in community police relations. Adding to Camden's woes is its struggling economy, with a lack of job opportunities and a crumbling industrial base. Once a thriving manufacturing hub, the city has seen many of its factories and businesses close their doors, leaving a significant portion of the population unemployed or underemployed. This economic hardship has contributed to soaring poverty rates, with a substantial portion of Camden's residents living below the poverty line. The combination of high crime rates, economic hardship, and widespread poverty has created a vicious cycle, making it challenging for Camden to attract new businesses and investments. This lack of economic development has further exacerbated the city's problems, contributing to a deterioration of its infrastructure, public services, and overall quality of life. Despite the daunting challenges faced by Camden, there have been glimmers of hope and efforts to revitalize the city. Community organizations, local leaders, and law enforcement agencies have worked tirelessly to combat crime, promote economic development, and improve the overall well-being of residents. However, the road to recovery remains long and arduous, and Camden's struggles serve as a stark reminder of the complex socioeconomic issues faced by many urban communities across America. As we wrap up our exploration of America's worst small towns, it's crucial to remember that these communities are more than just their challenges. Each town has a unique history, resilient residents, and the potential for positive transformation. The issues they face, though complex, serve as a wake-up call for policymakers, community leaders, and citizens alike. Overcoming poverty, crime, and economic decline requires a comprehensive approach focused on education, job creation, infrastructure development, and community empowerment. It's also important to recognize that the struggles of these small towns are part of a broader narrative of urban and rural decline across the nation. By shining a light on these challenges, we can raise awareness and inspire collective efforts towards revitalization and upliftment. Ultimately, the stories of these towns are not tales of despair but opportunities for hope, resilience, and transformation. With the right strategies, resources, and collective will, even the most troubled communities can overcome their challenges and pave the way for a brighter future. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, please show your support by subscribing to our channel, giving this video a like, and sharing it with your friends and family. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your engagement helps us continue bringing you captivating content that sheds light on important issues. Goodbye.